Hi, my name is Jim Dalbon. I've been practicing employment law in Silicon Valley for over 30 years. This video is a supplement to my video, The 7 Signs You Are Going to Be Fired. In this video, I want to take a deeper dive into what to do if you believe you're facing illegal discrimination. The first thing you need to know is you're not alone. I've had well over 100 clients who have come to my office who have suffered from illegal discrimination. And what I want to pass on to you today are the things that the ones who were more successful in navigating that very difficult time did. The first thing that the ones that were more successful did was they started looking for a new job. There is no reason for you to remain at a job where they are not going to appreciate you. Maybe your boss is racist. Maybe he doesn't like women. Maybe it's a woman that doesn't like men. Maybe you've taken FLMA leave and they're upset because you took the leave. It doesn't matter. If they're that bad, they're probably not going to change while you're working for them. And to continue working for them is to try and make somebody happy who's really never going to be happy with your work. So look for another job. Find a job where you're appreciated for who you are. The second thing that you need to do, and I know this is the hardest thing for my clients to do, and that is you need to double down on being their best employee. You want them to fire you for being their best employee. If they're discriminating against you, they're just going to have to make stuff up. They're going to have to lie about the reason they fired you. Don't make it easy for them to lie by becoming bitter and angry and maybe doing an outburst or something like that. No. As hard as it is, go in there every day and be their best employee. The third thing is find a therapist. This has to be one of the most stressful things that my clients go through. And remember this, normal people seek out a therapist. It's the people who suffer from personality disorders that usually do not seek out a therapist. You need a therapist who is sensitive to what you're going through and again, will be on your team in navigating this difficult time. Lastly, you have the decision, and it's a difficult one, as to whether you're going to file a complaint at work. You've got to do some soul searching and really decide whether or not you're being put on a path to being fired. Because if you're being put on a path to being fired, you need to make this complaint right away. You need to have a record that showed that you informed your company that your supervisor's racist, your supervisor is sexist, your supervisor is retaliating against you because you won't participate in illegal activity. You need that record before you're let go, and the sooner you make the complaint and face the reaction to that complaint, the better off you are. The other thing is, and this is very important to keep in mind, you need to give your employer the chance to do the right thing. It's an opportunity for your employer to root out someone who is illegally discriminating against their employees. And you would be surprised. Sometimes the employer does do the right thing. I've had cases where my clients have complained about sexual harassment, racial discrimination, or they've blown the whistle, and the employer has turned around, and instead of punishing my client, they punish the perpetrators of these acts. So you have to give your employer the chance to do the right thing. And the last thing you need to do is to start keeping a record of what happens to you at work, when you come home. Keep a record of your accomplishments, keep a record of your goals, keep a record of what they've asked you to do, and keep a record of how you have fulfilled it. That'll come in useful later on if you are fired and you need evidence because you've decided to file a lawsuit against your employer. Or it may help a lawyer negotiate a better severance package for you. The other thing this evidence will do, once again, it will give the employer the opportunity to do the right thing when you pass on this evidence to the employer as you make your complaint. and you tell the employer that, look, these are the emails, this is what I did, and this is why I believe that so-and-so is discriminating against me. These are not the only things that you can do when you're being illegally discriminated against at work. If you have a feeling that that is happening, the best thing and last thing I'm going to suggest is you call a lawyer right away to discuss different strategies. A good lawyer isn't going to start off by saying you should sue your employer. A good lawyer is going to try and find ways that he can help you keep your job. Again, give the employer the chance to do the right thing. And then if they don't, and you have to sue your employer, a good lawyer will help you gather the evidence to do that. Thank you.